Vice President Vance's speech to the conference has ruffled quite a few feathers in Europe.
What did he say to ruffle them? I don't know.
He was talking about the freedom of speech and migration in Europe. Do you believe that European leaders have a fundamentally different view of the world than this administration's?
Well, I heard his speech, and I tell you, you're talking about JD's speech, right?
Yes, sir.
I heard his speech, and he talked about freedom of speech, and I think it's true in Europe. It's losing. They're losing their wonderful right of freedom of speech. I see it. I mean, I thought he made a very good speech, actually, a very brilliant speech. Yeah. Europe has to be careful. And he talked about immigration. And Europe has a big immigration problem. Just take a look at what's happened with crime. Take a look at what's happening in various parts of Europe. I thought his
Hello, good people. Welcome back to another Pop Your Mind section where we discuss, highlight, and things happening around the world. And today we'll be discussing about Europe. All right, just from the Munich Security Conference that ended yesterday, it exposed a lot of things within the EU. Like I earlier said on one of my shows, how Europe is totally dependent on other continents or other countries for everything. All right. So yesterday was the highlights of all of that. All right. So we'll just start by just picking what the American Vice President Vance said. You know, America is fond of preaching around the world about human rights, about country, about autocrats, and about dictators. But look at what happened when they were pointed out the very things that they preach about by Vance, they were so angry. If you look at the riots that is happening in Germany now and the far right's taking the upper hand, you can clearly see, and you can equally really see that the ruling government have did everything, and they even debate it in court that far right should not participate in the election. Can you imagine? Countries that talk about Democrats. All right, let's sort of pick at it and say that, okay, that was based maybe because of whatever the leaders of the far right. But what about the people that support the far right? And if you actually look at free votes that took place, you could see that if not more than 50% of the German population, they stand with the far right. They believe in what they see that is good for the German economy. If you take it back to France, you see how they were trying to shut Instagram because they want information. And you could clearly see that the EU is losing their place. And all right, the fun of it all, you know, it's what the American is making the entire European Union panic. The greatest fear now is Donald Trump. Not only that Donald Trump wants them to stand up for themselves, they are even afraid that their terms will be dictated from somewhere. But that is not so far from the truth. That is actually the reality that it has been in Europe. Uh, Other countries have always dictated for Europe. The China, the American, the Russia, even some parts of Africa, they do dictate for Europe. And it's very clear from the security conference in Munich that ended yesterday that their reign is over. And now we have new bosses in town. And you know those bosses that are in town now. All right, so I would like you all to share your own thoughts, what you think about the reign of Europe. Do you actually believe, like me, that their reign have come to an end? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video. And if you have not yet liked, share, and subscribe, please do that. I love you.